Today, we uncover the shocking truth about Australian milk. The cartons you're buying at Coles, Woolworths, Aldi, and IGA every single week. And what I found is going to make you furious. Because while you're standing in that chilled dairy aisle thinking you're making a safe, healthy choice for your family, you're actually being misled by an industry that has perfected the art of selling you a product that looks like milk, is labelled like milk, but is nothing like the milk your parents grew up drinking. We're talking about milk heated to 150 degrees to survive a 9-month shelf life. Vitamins destroyed. Enzymes degraded. Farmer cooperatives your grandparents built over 60 years were bought by corporations in France, Canada, and Japan. Home brand milk sold for $1 a litre, while the farmer received 40 cents, and may no longer be farming. But it gets worse. Between 2015 and 2023, Australia lost over 1,400 dairy farms, 20% of the entire industry. Gone. Not drought, not disease. The price war between Coles and Woolworths, two corporations using your milk as a loss leader, put the people who produce it out of business. And the twisted part? The premium brands charging you more aren't giving you better milk. Same ultra-pasteurisation, same opacity, same corporate ownership sending profits to Laval, Toronto, and Auckland. But two Australian brands have held the line. Farmer-owned, regionally sourced, honestly processed. We'll get to those. So we've gone through every major milk brand on Australian shelves, and we're about to expose the 8 you need to avoid and the 2 worth buying. But first, if this is already making you angry, hit that like button now. Push this to someone in that dairy aisle about to grab the wrong carton. The corporations don't want this known. Let's make sure it is. Now let's get into it. In the 8th place, A2 Milk, owned by the A2 Milk Company, headquartered in Auckland, New Zealand. Every carton sells itself as a premium choice, promising only the A2 protein, no A1, no supposed digestive drama. But behind the price tag, there is no way to trace the milk back to any real Australian farm. The label says Australian milk, but there is not a single farm name or region anywhere on the pack. The company is dual listed on the Australian Securities Exchange and the New Zealand Exchange, run for shareholders, not farmers. Choice. Australia's 2020 blind taste test put A2 milk squarely in the middle of the pack, no better than ordinary supermarket milk. So you are paying more for a protein claim, not for freshness, local support, or taste. For families who want real transparency and value, A2 milk is all marketing, no substance. Number 7. Master's Milk. Owned by Bega Cheese, one of Australia's biggest listed food companies. The label screams premium, but the truth is buried in the processing plant. Master's Milk is ultra-pasteurised, heated to around 135 degrees Celsius for just a few seconds, identical to the cheapest supermarket brands. That high heat blast strips away a chunk of heat-sensitive nutrients, including vitamin B12 and lactoferrin, leaving a product that lasts longer on the shelf but offers less in the glass. There is no mention of farm names, no hint of where the milk actually comes from. Just a national blend with no regional traceability. One consumer summed it up. Looks fancy, but tastes like any other long-life milk. The premium price buys you a shelf-stable product, not a fresher, more nutritious one. Number 6. Dairy farmers. Once a proud co-op founded in 1900, it is now just another corporate label owned by Bega Cheese, an ASX-listed giant. The carton still wears rolling hills and cheerful cows, but the real story vanished in 2008, when the last farmer shares were sold off to Japanese conglomerate Kirin for nearly $900 million. Today, dairy farmers' milk is pulled from a national blend, processed in industrial plants, and stripped of any farm or regional identity. No names, no provenance, just a generic Australian milk claim. One long-time buyer put it bluntly, they trade on nostalgia, but it's just another big business now. The brand banks on heritage, but for families who care about where their milk comes from, the trust is gone. Number 5. Woolworths home brand milk. Owned by Woolworths Group, the country's largest supermarket chain. The label promises Australian milk at a rock-bottom price, but the real cost is buried in the supply chain. Senate evidence shows Woolworths pays farmers just 40 to 45 cents per litre, less than half the shelf price, while the retail giant locks in contracts with non-disclosure agreements that keep processor and farm names hidden from public view. One dairy farmer told the inquiry, "You sign, or you're out." The $1 per litre sticker draws shoppers in, but it's a business model that strips value from the industry and leaves producers squeezed to the brink. For families who think they're supporting local farmers, the reality is a system designed for corporate margins, not rural livelihoods. Number 4. Coles home brand milk. Owned by Coles Group, one of the 2 supermarket giants controlling Australia's grocery aisles. The carton claims Australian milk, but the real story is about market power, not provenance. And in 2011, Coles kicked off the infamous $1 per litre price war, using its 27 to 29% market share to force prices down across the entire industry. Contracts are locked behind non-disclosure agreements, and there is zero traceability. No farm names, no regional pride, just a generic label and a race to the bottom. As one Senate inquiry put it, Coles' pricing strategy helped drive more than 1,400 dairy farms out of business in under a decade. For families, the cheap sticker masks a system where profit trumps transparency and local farmers lose every time. Number 3. Paul's Milk. Lactalis Australia, a direct subsidiary of the French dairy giant Lactalis Group, owns the brand. The label promises Australian milk and family-friendly freshness, but the reality is far more troubling. In 2018, Lactalis recalled 12 million packs of infant formula after a salmonella outbreak sickened 38 infants across 83 countries. French authorities launched criminal proceedings against the company, exposing deep failures in quality control at the parent level. Australian families pouring Paul's into breakfast bowls may never see a warning on the carton, but the shadow of that global scandal lingers. One consumer put it starkly, "If they can't guarantee safety for babies, why trust them with everyday milk?" For anyone who cares about food safety and corporate accountability, Paul's is a brand where trust has been shattered. Number 2. Pura Milk. Owned by Bega Cheese, an Australian-listed food giant that took over from Lion Dairy and Drinks after a failed Chinese buyout was blocked on national interest grounds. The carton claims Australian-made and promises long life. But the secret is ultra-high temperature processing, not freshness. Pura's long life range is blasted at ultra-high temperatures, letting it sit on the shelf for months, but stripping away much of the natural nutrition in the process. There is no mention of farms or regions, just a generic national label and a corporate supply chain that has changed hands more than once in 5 years. As one shopper put it, it lasts forever, but feels like it could come from anywhere. For families, Pura sells shelf stability and corporate churn, not real milk you can trust. And finally, in first place, Devondale UHT Long Life Milk. Owned by Saputo, a Canadian dairy giant, this carton claims pure Australian milk and unbeatable shelf life. But the reality is full UHT sterilisation. Blasted at 135 to 150 degrees Celsius, destroys up to 40% of vitamin B12 and key proteins, leaving a product that is a shadow of fresh milk. The Senate called the 2016 Murray-Goulburn collapse that led to Saputo's takeover the most damaging event in recent Australian dairy history for farmers. One former loyalist put it simply: it's just heat-treated white liquid, not real milk. For families who want nutrition, farmer support, or local ownership, Devondale UHT is the worst-case scenario. Stripped of nutrients, stripped of accountability, and now stripped of any Australian control. First up, Norco Full Cream Milk. Owned by Norco Co-operative, 100% Australian, and governed by its 326 member farms across New South Wales and Queensland. The label does not just say Australian milk, it points to real people, listing every member farm on its website for full traceability. Processing sticks to the basics: standard pasteurisation at or below 75 degrees Celsius, which preserves the heat-sensitive nutrients lost in ultra-high temperature treatments. There is no corporate parent, no hidden shareholders, just farmers owning the business and sharing the profits. One long-time Norco buyer calls it the only milk where you know who you are supporting. For families who want transparency, local control, and honest milk, Norco is the clear way forward. And finally, Gippsland Jersey Full Cream Milk. Privately owned and run from Victoria's Gippsland region, this boutique label puts 4 family Jersey farms front and centre. Names, locations, and farmer stories are all there for anyone to check. The carton spells out exactly where the milk comes from, breaking with the national blend secrecy of the big supermarket brands. Gippsland Jersey uses only standard pasteurisation, no UHT, no shelf-stable shortcuts, so the milk keeps its full, creamy flavour, and the heat-sensitive nutrients that get stripped out in high-temperature processing. Jersey cows are known for richer milk, with more butterfat and protein than typical Holstein herds, and that quality is obvious in every glass. For Victorian families, this is milk with a face, a farm, and a direct line back to the people who made it. When you want real regional milk with nothing to hide, Gippsland Jersey stands as the honest, traceable choice. Across all 10 brands, one pattern cuts through the marketing: corporate control, hidden processing, and supply chains you cannot trace. The real risk is not what is in the carton. It is what the label leaves out. In Australia's milk aisle, trust should be earned, not assumed. Share this. Families deserve to know.